Cycledrag.com continues to travel the globe to bring you the absolute best in motorcycle drag racing. Stay tuned for some incredibly fast motorcycles from down under, mate. That's right, we are all the way in Brisbane, Australia, getting ready to head to iconic Willowbank Raceway. Just endured a 13-hour flight from LAX. It's now about 4 in the morning, and get a load of this. Get in on the left-hand side. Make sure you sit on the left-hand side as a passenger. There's our friendly driver, John. He sits on the right, and this will wake you up in a hurry when you buzz down the highway on the left-hand side. Get used to that. So many things are different, but a lot of things are the same. There is Domino's, and there's also McDonald's. But instead of ketchup, it's Vegemite.
I'm here with Jack Capella. He's about to taste his first Vegemite.
I've heard them sing about it in songs. I've never tasted it though. Excited here. It's salty. I like it though. It's good. What do you put this on?
Toast.
Toast. Okay. Is that what a Vegemite sandwich is? Toast.
Yes. Frankie.
Very good.
Yep.
I like it.
Cool.
Thank you for showing me. After that experience, and I must admit it's an acquired taste, it was time to head to Ipswich Motorsports Park for one of the biggest drag races in the world, the 52nd annual Gulf Western Oil Winternationals. So many different competitors here in all different categories, and that includes sportsman motorcycle, modified bike, and competition bike. And we want to highlight some of these great racers down under. It was so flattering to meet some of these racers and learn that they follow everything that we do on Cycledrag, no matter what state or what country we're in. So now it gives me a lot of pride, and it's very gratifying to me to shine the spotlight on them at this beautiful racetrack. Let's take a look at who we can find in the sportsman motorcycle pits. Just like over in the United States, tons of fast Hayabusas and tons of carnage as well. Some racers run into some problems, having to do some serious wrenching. Down here in Australia, we're going to show you a Hayabusa that's been badly neglected, right? Take a look at this. What's it called? In fact, the name of it, the Rust Bucket. But wait a minute. Through your computer screen, through your smartphone, I hope this is good enough quality. This is not rust. This thing is a ringer. But Mick, cool bike.
Thanks, man.
I've never seen anybody make one look like this. Tell me about it.
Yeah, we've had the bike now for about 2 years, 3 years. The paint scheme's just like an old patina rat rod we sort of wanted to look like. We pulled it out of the paddock and put a set of wheels on it and went racing. So that's what we've done.
I see that. It definitely has that rat rod look. When I looked at it at first glance, I said, man, did you leave this bike out in the rain? Did you get it from a junkyard? And then I was like, wait a minute, everything else looks like it's in good shape. That's a cool look. And you better watch. Now that people are seeing this video on Cycledrag, you might start a trend. You might see a few of these popping up.
I have seen one other, but I think it was wrapped. So we have had a few guys think it was wrapped. Commentary call it wrapped all the time. So, but no, it's definitely paint.
How do you end up with a paint job like this? Is it difficult to make that?
a lot more difficult than we hoped.
Wow. And even on your air shifter. How about that?
Yeah, so sump, rocker cover, starter motor, everything that bolted on the engine we hydro as well.
Even the pit bike. So you gotta love the philosophy here. You take a brand new, beautiful motorcycle from Suzuki and make it look like it's been sitting in a junkyard or sitting outside for 10 years. It's a cool look though, for sure. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments. Take a look. Even the wheels. Now this is not paint, right?
That's all paint.
Oh, that's all paint?
Yeah, all paint.
Wow. I mean, that looks like legitimate rust. And the sad part here is, and you guys let me know in the comments, that there's probably some bikes out there that look like this without intending to look like this. Great motorcycle though.
Just gonna put it on now.
And look at that. How about that? I'm sorry, I need to get you a rusty decal for Cycledrag.com.
Yeah.
Quickly though, how would you describe motorcycle drag racing in Australia?
Look, it's huge now. We've got 42 bikes, a modified bike. There's a full field of 16 in competition bike. There's 7 in extreme bike here this weekend.
Give me the classes real quick. Modified
bike, competition bike, extreme bike.
Modified bike, would that be an ET category?
Yeah, dial your own.
Dial your own.
Yep.
Street or
bike,
wheelie bar?
Modified bike can be any combination. No nitro, no slower than 11.99.
Okay, so that would be Pro ET over in the States.
Yep, competition bike is all index based. So we base them off records now. So basically, as fast as you can go, there's no breakouts, just designated to your class.
Sounds
and then
like
extreme bike is throw it to the finish line.
Excellent. Where do you fit in?
I'm running modified bike. We're currently sitting number 2 in the Australian Championship, which we will finish up this weekend. So we're hoping STS racing at the moment. We're 1, 2, 3. So
how about that? What's your best ET here?
We went 830 yesterday. Stock motor.
That? Stock motor.
Yeah.
Wow. 830s.
29's the target this morning.
Well, a really unique bike, man. Thanks a lot for showing us. Good luck to you.
No worries. Thank you very much.
How about a 2007 Gsxr 1000 in an 06 frame over here in Australia? Yes, shout out to Marcus McBain, M2 Shocks, working over here. Here is the rider. What's your name, sir?
David Hutchison?
David, you run the M2 Shocks?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Oh, I know Marcus probably loves the fact that he's got guys down under running those. This is a very cool bike. Let me ask you first off, a lot of guys, there's a big rivalry right now between the Gsxr 1000 and the Busa. Why'd you go to the Gsxr 1000?
Just because it's different. There's more Hayabusas around than the Gsxr 1000 basically. So yeah,
Okay.
something different and try and get it go quicker.
Very cool. Let's take a look at your bike. Tell me a little bit about it.
So it's just a 1000 with a 1060 motor, carbon fibre fairings, subframe,
M2 shock.
and the M2 shock, which is the new one.
Now, I've heard such great things about that. We talk about shock technology coming so far. What's your impression of the leave with the new shock back there?
It makes a lot of difference to the bike. This is probably the second big meet with this shock in it. We've dialed it in on the last one, and it seems it's improved it immensely to 60 foot. So we're doing probably mid 1.3s, and now it's doing 1.2s.
Wow. There it is, guys. That's available from Marcus McBain, M2 Shocks. A lot of you guys online have asked why these no-bar bikes are so quicker than the wheelie bar bikes in some cases, and we've told you these long swing arms and suspension technology has come so far in the last 10 years. This is a beautiful bike. What class do you fit into over here?
I was running modified bike, and now I'm running comp bike this one round. So
Okay.
it's the first comp bike I run in. Yeah, so just change it up and move up in that food chain basically.
What's your best ET?
Best is 836 is the best, and yeah, 129 60 foots.
Very cool. How long have you had this motorcycle?
This one probably about 6 months.
Okay. And how would you describe what it's like to take this thing down a racetrack?
Eye-opening. Very eye-opening.
Eye-opening. Gets your attention
Yeah,
quick,
it does.
huh?
Yeah, you have to pay a lot of attention to what's going on to start with, so yeah, it's good.
How about the competition over here in Australia? A little tougher than people think?
Yeah, it's very competitive. Everyone's running pretty close. Mod bike's very competitive, very close racing, and the comp's pretty much the same, but they're starting to get bigger numbers, faster ETs now, so you have to keep stepping it up every time.
What's your goal this event?
This event to TB it, so hopefully do an 835, something like that would be good, but we'll see what happens.
Excellent. Good luck to you. Where are you from?
Originally UK.
UK originally.
Yeah.
Wow. So where do you live now?
Hillcrest.
Hillcrest. How far is that from Willowbank?
It's about 40 minutes, 45 minutes from here.
Oh, so you're playing a home game.
Yeah, so it's pretty good.
You gotta love that, right?
That's right.
You follow the whole circuit. You go to the races that are far away and everything.
Yeah, we go to Sydney and Cairns and that's
Okay.
the next season starts up after this one. So yeah, that's the next thing. Prep it and try and go faster next time.
Excellent, man. Thanks for showing us your bike and good luck to you.
No worries.
Let's take a look at it one more time, guys. It's a Gsxr 1000. It's beautiful. As all the racers are getting ready. How you doing?
Buddy, self?
I see you got the fuel tank out. Must be getting to be go time. There we go. Beautiful bike though. Great looking Gsxr 1000. What do you prefer, the Gsxr 1000 or the Hayabusa? And a shout out to Marcus McBain, M2 Shocks, all the way over here in Australia, getting it done. Gorgeous Suzuki Hayabusa here in Australia. Let's step back, give you a full look at this awesome bracket machine. Belongs to this gentleman right here. What's your name, sir?
Alan.
Where are you from?
Just from Springfield Lakes, about 10 minutes from the track.
Can't beat that, right?
That's good, yeah.
Tell me, let's go over to your bike. Tell me a little bit about it.
Basically, it's a pretty simple, just $12.99 Gen 1 Busa.
Gen 1, okay.
It's got the Gen 2 body kit on it, just to make it look a bit more modern, I suppose.
Got the air shifter in use, courtesy of MRE. Very cool. What other features, what other aftermarket features do we have on this bike? I see you got the huge tail back there.
Yeah, just got the usual stuff, just like the extended swing arm and M2 shock.
M2 shock, Marcus McBain. Big shout out to you, my friend. You are all over Australia. Heard that M2 shock makes a big difference.
Oh, it makes a world of a difference, yeah. Well, as soon as we put it in, the bike went from doing wheelies to, yeah, just driving straight out like a Cadillac. So, yeah, we love it. Works really well.
What's your best ET?
It's 872 at the moment, 153, so it's not bad. It's a pretty basic little Gen 1 motor, not a lot done to it, so yeah, it's pulling my 95 kilos, so it's doing punching well for a time. 95 kilos, let me hurry up and do the math. 95 times 2.2, right? So yeah, right. You're about 200 pounds roughly, okay. Very good, impressive. 872. The thing I like about you, you're not putting much in your pocket. You're dialing in with your best ever time. Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, no, it runs bang on. It's run this weekend. It's gone 872 with a 1, and then it went 872 with a 3. So we're looking pretty good going into Saturday morning.
Incredibly consistent. Incredibly consistent. Let's take a look over here. What type of swing arms on this bike? Do you know?
This one was made here in Queensland by Rapid Fabrications.
Okay, I have not heard of those guys.
Yeah.
Wow. Here's the event sticker. Is that required to run that, or are you just giving them some love?
No, they give it to us at screen earring, so we just we put them on. I'm not sure whether they are required, but everyone sort of runs them. So
brake setup. That's it looks like a different disc that you have on there.
Yeah, that's a Dimag. It's a standard Gen 2 disc, but it's a Dimag magnesium wheel. So
okay. We got the air in the swing arm. MPE clutch.
That's just the cover. It's actually got a fast track in it.
Oh, fast track. Okay. Very cool. This brings you up here. Gorgeous bike. How would you describe the competition over here in Australia?
It's really tough, actually. Modified bike is there's a lot of really quality races in the class. Yeah, it's basically all down on the tree. All the bikes run really fast, really consistent. So if you really need to do your job to get a win. So yeah, the competition's really good.
Sounds like that's the case everywhere. Well, yeah. We wish you the best. Thanks for showing us this awesome bike, and we'll keep an eye on you today.
Cheers, thanks buddy. Appreciate
Thank you. Check it out, guys. It's beautiful. Beautiful Suzuki Hayabusa. Doing?
Love your work, man. Watch videos all the time.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you guys. How you doing?
Oh, man, right.
Wow. Gsxr 1400.
Yeah.
What is this wild machine?
Oh, it's one Suzuki made and never sold in the States.
How about that?
Apparently the United States blokes don't want non-third blokes.
What year is this?
That one's a 2002.
2002, made exclusively where?
They sold them in England, they sold them here, I don't know where else they sold them. They made them from 2002 to about 2008.
It's an awesome bike, man. We'll do more on it.
A mix with the old GSX 1100 and the earlier GSXRs.
Thanks for showing me. Let's get it. How you doing?
Good, mate. How are you?
Good. How you doing, guys?
Hey, how you doing?
big turnout of bikes here at Willowbank. The old ZX-12, ZX-14. How you doing, guys? How you doing? Huge turnout. How you doing?
Good, man.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Got quads competing. How you doing?
Good stuff, how are you?
I like your Hayabusa.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It sure is. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
What do we got over here? A Honda?
Honda CBR F4.
Oh, cool.
Just a little baby bike.
There you go. It's a beautiful bike. Good luck to you guys. How you doing? That is a walk through the lanes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see this VROD Destroyer that's made its way over to Australia. The wonderful women of motorcycle drag racing everywhere, even down under in Australia. What is your name, ma'am?
Bobby Joe Simmons.
What type of motorcycle?
Hayabusa.
Excellent. How about you?
Shredder Diva Ready,
And
and I ride a Honda CBR.
and you?
I'm Lisa Skinner and I ride a Honda 1000.
Excellent. So let's take a
Star too.
yeah, you guys are all stars. How about that? Wonderful. How do you guys get involved in motorcycle drag racing?
The husband. Husband was New South Wales champion. They just dragged me in and that's it. Hooked.
There you go. How about you?
I was already riding a cycle, and then someone said, "Come and try dragging."
There you go.
Another husband related.
It's always those husbands, huh?
Yeah, now it's costing him.
Well, let's take a look at the bike. Absolutely beautiful. Yours is the Honda, right? Very cool. What's the best ET?
1141.
Good. Very good.
Anything.
Here we got a little cycle drag love going on. And let's check out, what's the best ET on this Hayabusa?
Oh, 9-3.
How about that? That's flying. Good luck. Good luck to you. Well, we've met the competitors. Now it's time to fire them up and bring them to the line here early on Friday morning as we kick off this event and we kick off the sportsman motorcycle category. How about a John Force-esque smoky burnout for that competitor on the sport bike, lighting up the tire down under for our Cycledrag.com cameras. Thank you very much for that visual. Coveted track time here, an early Friday morning time shot before we get ready for eliminations. Right lane getting there first. I love Willowbank. The only thing I did not like, and it reminded me of how Atco Raceway in New Jersey used to be many years ago, there are pools on the right-hand side which impede the viewing pleasure when it comes to certain vantage points. Oh, side by side we go. Here comes our gentleman we talked to moments before on the Suzuki HAYABUSA. Nice clean run, 8:57. Competition runs at 10:76 at 136 miles an hour. Here comes the rust bucket. I want to know in the comments, what do you think of this? Mick Beaton's rust bucket. We got a good close look at it earlier on. You know, motorcyclists and drag racers always strive to be different and unique and stand out. This paint job certainly fits the bill. This bike flies. He'll be alongside the V-twin machine. Yes, they do have quite a few V-twins down under in Australia. Beaton on the two-step. Look at the wheelie. Rides it out. Gets it back under control. top end. How about an 864?
To a 1023. 864 to a 1023.
And I do promise you guys that I will move over to the left-hand lane in some of my other videos. This was my first time filming these motorcycles, and I did notice that the telephone poles, the light poles, excuse me, create a real problem when it comes to seeing that right-hand scoreboard. So I do apologize for that. How about the Hayabusa up against another V-twin? $11.06
to a 1078.
Here's what I'd like to know in the comments. We're always looking for new races to come cover. What is your local scene like? Wherever you may be, whatever country you're in. Tell me about it. Here's one that's near and dear to my heart because it reminds me a lot of my motorcycle. Short wheelbase ZX-14 left lane and the Hayabusa right-hand lane. I'll have to get a closer look. Looks like stock wheelbase. I've got one that's very similar. Good old-fashioned Suzuki versus Kawasaki grudge match. I'd also like to know, what do you prefer, the Busa or the 14, and why? Which bike do you prefer, the Hayabusa or the 14, and why? Let us know in the comments. How about a 006 light left-hand lane? Top end 959, 158.
148 miles an hour left lane.
That brings up the Gsxr 1400. How about that? Do you guys know anything about the Gsxr 1400? Having just attended the Mika motorcycle auction in Las Vegas, I gotta believe that if you could get a Gsxr 1400 over there, it would be incredibly collectible. I'd love to see what this motorcycle would bring in on the auction block based on the fact that it's so rare. And it was news to me too. I thought when Suzuki came out with the Hayabusa, that was the biggest sport bike they had ever made. I didn't realize there was a Gsxr 1400 way back in 2002, I believe the gentleman said. Have you ever ridden one? If you're watching from a different country, if you're in the States and have one, let me know. Nice clean launch, unique sound. .842, 155 left lane. 1093 right lane. Next pair coming up, great looking white ZX-14 left lane. Oh, problems right lane. Tough break. Problems for that competitor in the right lane. This is Russell Bell coming up now on his Kawasaki 1000. Russell runs around the 880 mark. He'd be a good super comp or crazy 8 competitor in the United States. Nice hole shot for Russell Bell.
.96, 127.
Can't see the right lane. Sorry, guys. How about the little 600 lighting up the tire? Nice job by that young lady who we met moments ago. And I do promise you, like I said, stay with me for future videos. I'll move my position. This is what happens when you're a stranger in a strange land. That's not where you want to stand.
See that time.
I was trying to get out of the way. Here's rider 5701, stretched out Kawasaki ZX-14. That's Laith Skinner. Beautiful machine, as you can see, proudly displaying APE over in Australia. It was really cool to see all the American companies getting love in Australia as well. M2 Shocks, Marcus McBain. Leaving off the two-step, side-by-side battle. Negative 082 light, speed flow lane. 901, 145. And here comes the imposing, always entertaining VROD Destroyer. Do you guys remember these? I wish Harley still made these bikes. I wish they were more available. Only produced for a year from the factory. I remember IHRA had a category that featured them. They were hot about 15 years ago. VROD Destroyer getting there first. What a great time we had over in Australia. We're just getting started here, guys. This is just a taste. I wanted to showcase all these great sportsman racers. If you see somebody you know, please rate their name in the comments. V-twin drag bike up against the Yamaha sport bike. Do believe that's the Yamaha 600 of Ian Reed. 10:45 for the Harley Davidson. There I am, just in my glory, having a great time with the Pro Things shirt on. Another VROD Destroyer coming up, alongside the Gsxr 1000 far lane. These were great bikes, drag bikes right from the factory from Harley. Love to see Harley do it again. They were pricey. You can pick one up now pretty reasonably on the used market. 869, 156 miles an hour. And that would do it for our opening round of Sportsmen. Had an absolute great time. The 400 Thunder Series. So nice to meet everybody, including the president of the IHRA, Maurice Allen, who competes in the United States and select NHRA races. A great turnout of bracket racers as well, and it was cool to see them right there next to some of the top four-wheel competitors in Australia. The Gsxr 1400 was cool to see. Again, if you know anything about this bike, if you have one, if you know somebody who has one, please fill the comments with that information, because I was in my glory. As a Suzuki fan, as a motorcycle fan, it was cool to see. A lot of Harleys, a lot of V-twins over in Australia, and some of them souped up pretty well, running stellar times. This gentleman, very happy, giving us the thumbs up. A lot of sport bikes, that was to be expected. Stock wheelbase, some stretched, plenty of Hayabusas. You know, at any motorcycle drag race, you're gonna see a lot of Hayabusas. Guys, I hope you really enjoyed this look at the sportsman racers over in Australia. I want to thank each and every one of them, because let me tell you what, motorcycle drag racing is the great universal language. I've met so many wonderful people, no matter what state I'm in, no matter what country I'm in. Look at this young lady displaying the Cycledrag decal. It is a true fraternity, sorority. It is a brothership. Just truly great people doing what they love. It's about one word. It's the word that keeps this YouTube channel, this Facebook page, this website going. It is passion, with a capital P. And if you love motorcycle drag racing as much as we do, you understand. And I hope someday you get a chance to travel to Australia to see all the motorcycle racers at Willowbank Raceway and beyond. Had such a good time talking to them, conducting interviews. How about the Rust Bucket Hayabusa? What a special story that is as well. Great group of individuals, and we're all connected with the power of social media. Gotta even give a shout out to my hard-working security guards. They had their work cut out for me. And how about my favorite young lady in the media suite? Took care of me with results. Got me some good Wi-Fi throughout the weekend. Certainly appreciated that. The whole crew from STS was wonderful. Mick Beaton for giving me a close look at his motorcycle. It was a lot of fun. A lot of personable, good-hearted people over there. That's what you expect. And a lot of fast, impressive motorcycles. I'd like to know in the comments, what is your favorite motorcycle that we showcased in this video, and why? We've seen Harleys. We've seen Gsxr 1000s, nitrous bikes, turbo bikes, lots of aftermarket parts, Kawasaki's, of course the ZX-14, many Cycledrag.com decals. Thank you very much for that. Gorgeous STS Turbo. That's got to be one of your favorites, I know. Well, stay tuned because, well, first we got to show you the M2 Shock by Marcus McBain. That's a thing of beauty. Make sure you hit up Marcus and mention Cycledrag. He'll hook you up with a great deal. But I would like to remind you that there's lots more coming from Australia. Currently posted right now is a 90-minute feature called Chasing Fives that highlights the battle between Chris Matheson and Jay Upton. We'll have more from the sportsman category. We'll have more from Australia's version of Street Bike Shootout. It's called Extreme Bike. Very similar to Pro Extreme, Pro Street combined. A lot of cool combinations, that's for sure. Really had a good time getting a close look at some of these motorcycles. It was an unforgettable experience for Cycledrag to be down under. So far away, but believe it or not, guys, it felt so much like home. I felt like I was in the Carolinas. That's what it reminded me of. Reminded me a little bit of Rockingham Dragway, one of my favorite tracks. Hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. Like I said, leave us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. Subscribe to Cycledrag on YouTube. Like Cycledrag.com on Facebook. And please, stay tuned for much, much more.